I had retired my flat Earth model, but flat Earthers just can't let go, so I have to dig it back up again. Almost 4 months, just a couple of videos, but almost 4 months, so oh well, let's try it again, see how this goes. I was watching Bob the Science Guy video here, and he found a video of Taboo Conspiracy, who think he has debunked the globe again because it's a flat Earth. This time it's an observation from Pisa towards Monviso, and this is somehow a flat Earth proof. As I pointed out in my previous video about this, the Mount Canigou sunset, where a sun is behind a mountain like this, the line of sight goes through the mountain to the sun, which is supposed to be 3,000 miles up. So how does that work? Here is that photo on Instagram, and the guys who did it, I'm not going to butcher the names, but these guys made a pretty awesome job. That's a beautiful photo, just as the rest of these in his page here. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. I'm a hobby photographer, and yeah, this is, I'm envious, I'm jealous. This is awesome. It's hard work. They had waited for 3 years or something to do this, and I bet this takes a lot of planning to get that building, that mountain behind, in front of the moon. So absolutely stunning. On the same page, this video, this is a frame of that video with a cross on it. This guy is standing on top of a small hump, a hill or something. There's a path going here. There's also a bigger path going past here. So I went on to Google Maps, and I found where this is. Here. This is the small hump or hill where the guy's standing with the cross. Here is that small path in front of him. So if we go to here, that's it. This is where they are. So this is the cross, and the guy in the photo in the video from the frame from the video is standing up here, and you can see that little path going there, and this is that track going around there. So the photo of Monviso is taken from somewhere down here. It says in the video about both Taboo Conspiracy and Bob the Science Guy say it's about 400 meters. It's actually a bit higher than that. So going into Google Earth, you can see the elevation here is 440. So it's 40 meters higher than what they said. It makes a bit of a difference, but let's wait and see. These points I'm going to take a bit later. So this is a distance of 295 kilometers or 184 miles. So I reused the same model as Mount Canigou, but with some adjustments, of course, because this is done, I guess, 12th of May when the photo was posted. It could have been 11th or 10th, but that doesn't make any difference at all. So according to the flat Earth model again, this is where the sun is supposed to be on the 12th of May, up here, if it's 3,000 miles up. But it's observed to be behind that mountain over here. So if we place that guy like that, there's the mountain with the correct height, with the correct distance, and the sun is observed to be just on top of that. Like that. That's not much of a difference. The problem is though, so this is to scale with the 183.7 miles over here. The mountain is exact height. The mountain is 3,841 meters. So by having the observer standing here, just east of Pisa, and observing the sun over here, when the sun is covering a certain part of that mountain, you can see it's covering a certain part. There's a notch there, there's a small top there. Not all of these are visible on Google Earth, but let's see. So what I did here was kind of lining up where the sun is visible on that profile. And then I measured the distance between those 2 points from the left side to the right side. That's about 3 miles or 4.9 kilometers. I had it a bit up here first, so that just might be a little more accurate. So what I have in my model is probably more accurate, but it could be down here. It's not that easy to see. So going back to the model from where the mountain is, that's 2.49 miles. That's the width of that observed width of that sun. And having the observer behind here, from that point to that point, that's the observed width of the sun. But this is less than half of the disk of the sun. So what I did was I measured the distance in millimeters on Adobe Photoshop here from what's visible, and I had an overlay of just a circle, and the maximum width here is 106.5 millimeters. So that's the width of the sun in SketchUp. So having that complete circle over here from where these lines are observed over the mountain, the total width is 89.26 miles or 143.65 kilometers. That's the observed width of the flat Earth sun. Putting up here 3,000 miles up, that's the observed width of that sun in this observation. I'm not going to do that in the Mount Canigou. I couldn't bother, but I would guess that would be different because it needs to be different. Moving over to my old trusty models here. Let's put the observer on the flat Earth. And here you would see more of the mountain. Now just zoomed into about 500 millimeters because they don't have the Flat Earthers camera of choice, the P1000 or P900. This is a real camera, a good camera. So I guess the zoom is about less than 500 millimeters or something about there. It doesn't matter. But here again, the sun is observed to be behind that mountain. So the line of sight to a mountain, or to the sun hiding behind the mountain here, when the sun is supposed to be 3,000 miles up, I would really like to see how that line of sight is working. Testing out the globe model without any refraction. And here is just a tiny bit of the top visible. just a little bit. So it's not completely gone, but just a little bit. If we go on to the globe model with standard refraction, thanks to Walter Bislin here. Now, from here, you can see that blue line. It's a bit thin, but I'm going to do this. That blue line there is what I can see as the hidden height or visual height of that mountain. That's 828 meters. That's actually the height of Burj Khalifa. So, with a bit of refraction, which the flat earthers hate, it's 828 meters of visual on my model. How does that conform with Walter Bislin's Earth curve calculator? So I put in here the observer height, distance, and target height. And now it's no refraction, and as before here, it's just a little bit showing, not that much. So standard refraction, that's no magic, that's just standard refraction. I'm not going to push that all the way over just for the fun of it. Standard refraction, just a little bit. I could push it all over. That doesn't help anyone. Standard. So now the visible height is 853.4. I had 828 in my model, which is a simple model. This is so much better at everything. But I didn't miss with that much. It was just 25 meters. So this is real close to what my model says, and which is visual in that photo. It's hard to see where the mountain stop and land or water starts here, but if this is 828 or 840 meters, 850 meters, yeah, it's visual, it's there. And the model and the Earth curve calculator says it's possible. So globe Earth confirmed, I guess. And again, with the when the sun is observed behind that mountain, where the line towards the sun here, where it's supposed to be, is actually 28.3 degrees up. But it's observed down there. That doesn't make any sense. So if you don't like refraction, please explain this. So again, my flat earth model is out of retirement. It was short, but yeah, I was kind of optimistic. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye.